DC fans are going crazy because we just got the first trailer for the new Lanterns TV show, and people are saying it looks horrible, that the DCU is doomed, and so much more. Let me explain this entire drama. When this new trailer for the Lanterns TV show, you will notice a lack of two things that people are complaining about. The first is any sort of superpowers whatsoever, and the second is literally anything that is the color green. It is like the most gray and brown looking trailer you've ever seen in your life. There's one shot in particular of a Green Lantern suit, which is very famously, you guessed it, green, but in this universe, it's just brown and black with a little bit of green on the logo and nothing else. And just because of the overall lack of Green Lantern vibes in this trailer, people are thinking that they're afraid to embrace like the comic book suits. We're going back to like the 2015 Fantastic Four movie era. Now, I do think most of this is an overreaction, but I do have some very big problems with this trailer. But first of all, let me just address the brown Green Lantern suit. I think in the trailer, it's very clear that this version of Hal Jordan, who is older, is a little bit washed up. He's not able to really do his duty or anything as he should anymore. And I feel like this suit is going to be like his old one that just hasn't been touched in years. And it's just kind of trying to represent that he's not up to his standards. We also know when this was announced years ago that James Gunn said it's going to be like a true detective kind of mystery style TV show. And that's exactly what the trailer shows us. They are working as two cops trying to solve this mystery who just happen to be Green Lanterns. But I do want to play devil's advocate a little bit. I'll read this tweet from a very smart guy who says, I have no problem with them not showing any of the powers in the trailers besides in the last shot you can see the ring, but the trailer just feels very generic and kind of lame. Because yeah, I have no problem with them trying to do a true detective style TV show in the DCU. True Detective is one of the best TV shows of all time if we're just counting season 1. But just because you're trying to make something more serious doesn't automatically make it good. And like I said, I just think the trailer looks kind of bland and generic now because you're putting these Lanterns characters in here without any of their signature traits, at least in the trailer. Maybe they're just holding it back. But if they do really use their suits and we get to see a lot more of their powers and they are not putting this in the marketing, it makes me really question what is happening over at the DC marketing department, especially with their trailers lately, because the trailer for Lanterns and Supergirl are not bad, but visually and story-wise, they both are just kind of very lackluster in my opinion, and I really think these are both going to be great projects still. Like, I am very excited for them, but the trailers really do no justice for them at all and do not make them stick out. Like, Supergirl just kind of looks like a very generic, dull space movie that looks worse than things like Guardians of the Galaxy and like Project Hail Mary coming out next week that looks incredible visually in the trailer. Supergirl just kind of looks dull. I don't know who they're really advertising to with that trailer. Same thing for Lanterns. Like, the people that are normally into like murder mystery TV shows, I don't think you're going to win them over to watch a Green Lantern TV show anyways. So then you just have the people that are really into the comic side of things and want only comic accuracy getting really mad about this, even though the TV show might be really good. I think the best way to sum up the vibes of this TV show though is this classic tweet. Back in the day, if you did a TV show called Surf Dracula, you'd see that fool surfing every week in New Adventures. But in the streaming era, the entire first season's got to be long flashbacks about how he got the surfboard until you finally get to see him surf for 5 minutes in the finale. It really feels like we're going to spend the entire season watching Jon Stewart become the real Green Lantern, because in the trailer, he literally talks about that he's already been training for 2 months. He feels like he's worthy already, but no, Hal Jordan says he's not there yet. Then in the very final episode, they're going to reveal like the classic Green Lantern suit and teasing him coming up in future projects. I just hope the journey is good. Now, in case you missed it, we got some crazy updates about what's going to happen to Warner Brothers and the future of the DCU now that Paramount bought them. If you want to hear all about that, click the video above my head right now, and thank you so much for watching.